What is it you think you know about me? After I lost Nell, why would you think that I have a chance to... Look, I'm not here for... What? I guess you understand something. But still, what's the point now? I lost everything, didn't I? Nobody can look me in the eyes. They just look around, thinking it was me who did it. I know what they think. What makes you think I would believe you're different? You've got some nerve, you know. Trying to kick someone when they're down. Unless you're being real. In which case, I guess I owe you one. But I don't trust you yet. How could I? I just lost so much. What's left for me? Maybe they were right. I'd be better off quitting. Going and becoming a... Well, I was gonna say villain. But I don't think it suits me very well. After all, it doesn't really make sense to me. It's just so empty. Even if I disagree with how society treats me, that doesn't mean that I can do better. Maybe. But maybe not. Who are you, anyways? You. Why do you sound so familiar? I could have sworn. Have we met somewhere? No. There's no way. Well, I just have to say, something about you feels like home. Maybe that sounds a bit cheesy. But really, what am I supposed to say? I'm just honest. It doesn't take a mind reader to see. You seem to be fixated on me, but I can't figure out why. It just strikes me as strange. You show up when everyone else leaves. You sure you don't know me? Well, I guess you're dealing with a lot too. People thinking you're a monster. I know you're not. What, surprised I know? It's easy, really. When I look into your eyes, I can see past that. You put a surface of being a monster, maybe. Because everybody pushes you. You built up walls. You made barriers to protect yourself. And keep all those who would hurt you out. Am I right? You're just like me, then. The only difference is I guess I can't figure up a reason or way to make the walls as big as I want them to. Instead, they're just these big empty ones, almost like a prison. I want to be more than I am, but the only way to do that is to keep going. I feel like all those things I tried to do, protect my best friend, tell them how I felt, everything. Now it's all just empty. The four walls that were supposed to protect me from all the bullying now trap me in my own self-loathing. You know, it's ironic. I never thought I'd be the one caught in self-loathing. Then again, I never thought no would just disappear like that. Don't get me wrong, I have my parents that they care, but at a distance. I've never been really close, and it's just empty. I want to say I love them, but I don't know. Do you ever feel that way? I just hope that in your circumstance, you don't have to deal with quite so much. Not that I'm comparing wounds or anything. I just wish things weren't so complicated. It'd be a hell of a lot easier if everyone could just sit on a bench like this. Tell somebody who's in a similar situation all about themselves and just lay it on the table. But sometimes life isn't that kind. And, well, thanks for hearing me out. So do you got some kind of circumstance too? Sounds like a pain in the butt. Not all of it, of course, just you have your own circumstances, the difficulties of getting people to see you, and, well, I can't imagine what it's like to do what you do, but I want to. I want to on so many levels. Well, I suppose it's not like it's impossible for me. I don't know if I'm brave enough to tear these walls down. I feel like once I do, I'll just spill all over the place. Empty until I bleed out. Do you ever worry about that? The feeling of if you let too much of your deep down feelings come out, you won't know how to handle them. Like that dreadful thought. Like what I'm gonna do now. Listen, I know we're complete strangers, but I have to ask about what made you even say anything. Usually, people walk away. They get weirded out or call me gloomy. Because, well, frankly, I guess I got that atmosphere about me. Believe it or not, I didn't always used to have this. Just after losing Nell, when you lose someone so close like a sibling, like your other half, you feel empty and a darkness forms around your heart. It's not at all easy to think about it. It's like a massive emptiness, just trying its best to swallow you up. For some reason, when I see you, I see a balance of things. And I see just a little bit of myself. So you were mentioning something about a cat. Funny you should mention them. I've never really had an animal before. Partially, 'cause I don't trust myself. Well, I mean, look at me. Do I look like I'm capable of even taking care of myself? Let alone an animal. You seem to have more faith in me than I do. Not that I'm complaining. In fact, it's refreshing. That positivity of yours, it makes me think. Well, makes me happy more than it makes me think. Though I guess it does both. I'm happy to have someone to actually care about me. Again, I didn't expect it to happen. Then again, who really does? After I lost everything, No, you're right. It's not good to dwell on it. And besides, it'll just make me sad. I've mostly come to grips with it, though. More or less. It's just the cross I have to bear. Figuratively speaking, that is. So, you want to walk with me? Well, I thought just sitting here, stagnation, it never actually feels very good. So why don't we go for a walk? We can walk up there and see what the skyline looks like. It's a beautiful city, though it's a bit too bustling for me. I must sound like I'm old. Maybe mentally I am. Having to deal with my sin and my loss, I do feel like I'm not how I was. Do you think I'm broken? Again with that positivity. But I do believe that you yourself seem to think you're broken. But it's just as you said to me. Broken things can be fixed. So don't give up. Sorry if that's weird. I just thought giving you a head pat would be something nice. You've got a contagious smile. It makes me smile too. What am I saying? We're almost complete strangers, but I don't know. You just feel so special, so different from everyone I've met so far. It makes me feel like I'm not alone. I'm really grateful for that. If nothing else, I don't want you to think you have to stay here, walking with me. I couldn't imagine trapping you in a place you don't want to. That just sounds like hell. I don't like it one bit. But in the case that you actually want to, and you're just following your heart down its merry way, why don't we spend some more time together? Really get to know one another. I hope someday. Well, it doesn't have to be in the distant future. I hope we can stay together forever. Maybe even have something as a symbol that we can keep between us, you know? You have just the thing. Well, you keep talking about it, so why don't we go see ourselves? It's probably more interesting than a skyline anyways. So, where are you leading me, fearless leader? Oh, am I? So if you're the fearless leader, what does it make me? I like your take on it. Creative, Maybe just a bit sassy. Though I think I like more your expression. You really are a cocky one. At least in your own way, without even knowing it. But I think it suits you. Behind your eyes, I see a lot of character, a lot of passion, maybe even that you don't even see. Or maybe you do and I'm overthinking it. That doesn't matter. What do you see in my eyes? Well, you've certainly made an impact, whether you meant to or not. I've never really felt like this before. Never really had conversations like this. Because I've never been at this low before, so I've never gotten out of it before either. Be it as it may, I guess it just ended up being what it is. A lonely me, looking for someone to cling on to. I see it as pathetic in a way. Again with the positivity. Well, I guess I can't blame you, but maybe it's just hard to see things as positive when things are tough. I mean, I want to. I really do. It's just hard when everything feels like it's against me. When I feel like I'm against me too. It's not like I want to well, I don't want to hate myself. It's just too easy. But maybe that's why it's not worth it too. A wise person once told me, everything in life worth getting, you have to work hard for. And that if I want people to accept my quirk as more than just some freak show, or worse, a villain, then I'll have to prove that I can be a hero. Then again, I wonder if I even really want to be a hero. Part of me does, sure. It's more that I want to save people. Hero or villain is just an arbitrary word we choose to label it. What I see myself as is something of an outlier. Someone who just wants to do what's right in my heart. Even if morals or ethics don't match up, that's not what I'm here to prove. Nor is it what I'm here to do. Besides, Nell had kinda whack morals and ethics herself. Sorry that I keep mentioning her. It's just I didn't know how to say goodbye. I wanted to. I wanted to be the good friend till the end. But I never got to say what I wanted to. I never got to do things right. And I regret it. I know it's pretty stupid to hold on to regrets, but I just don't know what else to do with it. Do you have anything that you wish you could let go? It always startles me when you say something exactly as I imagine it in my mind. It's like you're reading my mind, or your mind's just so similar to my own. It's funny, I could make you say anything I want, but it wouldn't mean anything. That's what's beautiful about your words. They have a lot of heart and meaning behind them. Like someone who really cares. Someone who's looking out for you and You know, that kind of thing. It's so cold out lately, I guess it feels nice and warm talking to you. Despite the exterior. Despite how cold it is. I'm warm and happy. Just a bit. Well, when I went out here, I didn't exactly expect to meet someone like you. Well, I guess if I'm being honest, I didn't ever expect to meet someone like you. I think you're just the perfect amount of stubborn, and maybe just a bit of a pushover in other ways. Making fun of you? No, I wouldn't do that. Maybe poking a little fun, maybe, but even that has its limits. Besides, you're the one leading the role. You're the person showing me things. So what's this grand spectacle? What you wanted to show me in general? Oh, so you're gonna keep it a secret? Nah, can't blame you. Not that I'm complaining. Guess it's like Christmas and New Year's all at once, right? Nah. More like a wild goose chase, if you ask me. I wonder where people came up with that. I mean, would you chase a goose? I digress. Oh, looks like I don't need to. I suppose that's the place you wanted to show me. An animal shelter, huh? I suppose the secret that you wanted to share is right in there, huh? Now you'd be a fool to think you could sway me with animals. Didn't I just tell you? I don't feel like I'm responsible enough. What makes you think I'll make an exception to that? You're a cocky one at this moment. Guess I don't mind giving it a try. Though if something goes wrong, it's on you. And you owe me a soda. Deal? Now you're putting your money where your mouth is. I like it. Would it be too late to ask your name? All this time I've been talking about people, but not myself either. The name's Hitoshi Shinso. And, well, for what it's worth, I like your name too. I feel just a smidgen closer. So, where's the culprit? Well, of course, I gotta give things a try, don't I? If I just remain as I am, nothing's ever gonna change. And besides, something tells me, if I just do nothing, then that wonderful expression of yours is gonna turn into something sad. Or am I off the mark? Didn't think so. Then again, would you really want me to be off my mark? I figure things are a lot more fun and happy. And what am I kidding? I'm just lonely. And maybe having someone to talk to. It just made me spill my guts. Those walls I was so afraid of came tumbling down without me thinking, and well, thanks for that. I don't think I could have managed by myself. It just really isn't something I'm good at. It doesn't matter, though. I figure if I think it's a good thing, then why does it have to be anything else? You've convinced me. That makes you special. Well, there's a lot of reasons why you're special. For one, you've got a great personality. You made a complete stranger open up and follow you. You could have been a supervillain with that tongue. And I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't a bit crazy to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. I just want to know more about you. Get to really know you as a person and, well, maybe I'm just a little bit crazy. You know, in the good way. Not in the bad way or anything. I mean, who has time for that? But really, what is good or bad? I guess it's all arbitrary. But you definitely give a lot of worth to how today is, to my misery, just making it go away like you do. I don't know. It almost seems like it's a dream. And, well, I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna end. I'm happy that it's all here. If I do happen to wake up, though, I'm gonna be pissed off at you. Just a fair warning. So this better not be a dream. Well, the pinch hurts, so... There's no way it could be, right? I guess there's only one way to find out. No. We need to make absolutely sure. One more time just to be sure, right? You found me out. Well, I might have known by the first time, but getting some extra kisses. No, that's what I'm talking about. Besides, would you complain? Of course you wouldn't. After all, you know how you dragged me out here and all this. I mean, I didn't expect it to turn like this, but I just followed my heart. I hope I didn't make you feel awkward. Well, maybe I just have that effect on people. Instead of feeling like you're singled out in a bad way, won't you accept that you're special to me? I promise. I swear on my memories, the ones most precious to me, that I'm not just messing around with you. You may have met people before who do that, but I could never. I'd actually have a reason to hate myself more than I do now. And nobody wants to hate themselves, really. They convince themselves that they do. They convince themselves that they're not good enough, and maybe you've done the same, but at least to me, this broken piece of a man, you're way past good enough. You're perfect. perfect just the way you are. And I don't care about your past or what anyone else said. You listen to me, and I'll listen to you. How about that? Not a half-bad deal, right? I'd say that way these kisses have more meaning than me just feeling a one-sided attraction, a one-sided desire. Instead, they could mean something special. I wonder, could you be my first love? Well, do you want to be? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that kiss was a contract. And if you took it away, you'd be breaking it. Now, I don't know about you, but someone who helps pets, who runs a shelter, works at a shelter. Same difference. I don't see that person as being bad. Pretty law-abiding, right? Wouldn't you agree? Well, if you're law-abiding, then you won't break the contract, right? Manipulative? No. I'm not manipulative, not at all. Just telling you what you already know. What I already know. Come on. Can you really say we're not great for each other? I mean, look at that smile. Do you trust mine? Only partially. Well, I suppose that's okay. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I look in your eyes, I just want to tease you and pull your cheeks. I'm kidding. Partially. Would you be mad if I wasn't? I'm sure I could tease you without lifting a finger. But that's for another day. Right now, we still have to solve this fiasco. So, are you gonna piss me off and disappear? Or could it be my dreams are coming true right here with these lips, with those eyes? I know, I'm no Romeo, especially not a Romeo at a pet store. But that doesn't bother me. Look at everything around you. All these rescue animals. They're just like us, aren't they? They got wounded by something, but you can see the hope in their eye. Every single one of them wants to be happy, and so do I. I want to be happy with you. I think one of the most important things that nobody understands is that it's not bad to be hurt. But if you just lay there, nobody's gonna care. That's just the world we live in. But you and I are not just laying there. We're making something happen. We're making change happen. And that by itself, it means something. At least it does to me. And if you're not just my dream sequence, I'm sure it'll mean something to you too. Now, before we go any further, I think I want to test something. Giving a chance to this promise, so to speak. Well, the contract. Promise contract. One's just more legal. But I intend to keep both close to my heart. Now, what's this one you thought was perfect for me? That's a pretty ragged cat. Looks like a kitten to me. I guess I'll take him. On one condition. You have to go on a date with me. Well, of course. We'll worry about that after the date. What? Can you blame me? If this is a dream sequence, I'm sure as hell not satisfied unless I milk it for all it's worth. So pardon me, potential dream. But you're too good to be true. Oh, is that a little bashfulness I sense? Could it be some confidence, the rumored mythical item? To people like us, anyways. But I'm putting myself out there because you did the same thing for me. I think that's the best part. It doesn't feel like effort. It feels special, but natural. Like I meant to do this. Like I sat on that bench for a reason. That you're not just some dream sequence. Because I can tell now. But we'll pretend that you are, so I can get away with more, okay? Now, since we're going on a date, why don't we go to some place where we can be alone? All I want to do is make you feel special. And by golly, if I have to do that in the back room of this pet store, then I'll just have to do that. Well, I may have taken a precautionary measure and I have pizza on speed dial, so it's certainly something. Hope you don't mind anchovies. Just kidding. If you love them, though, we can get them on the side. Well, that's certainly a reaction. Everything's going as planned. Now I can be sarcastic and as cynical as anyone else. But I'd rather be earnest with you. Maybe it's old-fashioned to me, but I think I've fallen in love with you. And when I say I think I've fallen in love with you, what I actually mean is I've fallen in love with you so blatantly I can't deny it, but I don't want you to think I'm some kind of creep for falling in love so quick. You know, everyone says take things slow. Be unsure until you're sure. But I guess I just skipped all the steps and just feel like maybe, just maybe, this is my special place. You know, at your side or on your lips. Making you feel special, making you blush, making you feel anything except for pain and sadness, of course. Embarrassment is a plus, and teasing is certainly fun, but you get the gist of it. I'm having more fun, more happiness in the past 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours, than I have in the past year. I was caught in a sulking cloud, being a baby about it. But honestly, I didn't know how else to act. I didn't have anyone else to rely on. I'd put so many eggs in one basket, which I might add, I don't regret doing it. I just think maybe it was meant to happen. My mistake that I'll never be able to fully forgive or live down. Doesn't have to be the end of my story. I think Nell would have wanted that too. For all it's worth, I got revenge for what was done. Then again, who really needs revenge? Doesn't change anything, right? I'd much rather have a kiss. Kissing you reminds me why the past is the past, and the present is the present. Oh, and before you get thinking that you're some kind of replacement, you're nothing like my former best friend. And I'd never compare you to anyone. Besides, even if I did, it'd be meaningless. No one's as fun to tease as you. And no one has such a great smile, or blush, or shamed face. It's all just perfect on you. What can I say? I'm smitten. But maybe I'm too awkward. I don't know how to say it, but would you be, to me, what I always wanted? 'Cause I'll definitely be whatever you could desire of this frizzy-haired, dashing gentleman. What, not the best pickup line? Well, you gotta give me points for trying. It definitely took some confidence to do that. And hey, looks like the pizza's here. Not bad. It looks extra good tonight. You can have the ceremonial first bite. Aren't we the classiest? But maybe that's what makes us special. We don't need all that class and craziness. As long as we got each other, right? Just two wounded animals with hope in our eyes and a future planned out. Probably with plans we'll never make happen, but improvise into something that's even better. I'm terrible at making plans, honestly. Instead, I'd much rather just meander off on some random adventure, escape from it all, leave it all behind. Because I'm sick of feeling sorry. I'm sick of feeling pity and angst. Instead, I'd much rather feel a nice hug from you and the cheesy taste of pizza on your lips. What? It may not be the most elegant meal, but it's a lot better than having a rumbly tummy. Or wouldn't you say? Well, I didn't want to embarrass you. It's just I couldn't help but notice you seemed a little hungry. And as it would just happen to be, I'm eager to make you happy. So what else is behind those beautiful eyes? And what's behind those lips that you want to say? Don't tell me I've stolen your words, because I might just steal your breath away next. Maybe I should rephrase that, because I've already stolen your lips. You're one hell of a catch. Oh, really? Does that make me one too? I don't care what I am, babe. As long as I get to be with you. As long as I get to make you smile and blush. Then I don't care what I am. A villain, you say? Well, you can't be too villainous, given how much you've done for me and these poor animals. You sure you're not just an angel in disguise? What can I say? All these animals make me want to get a bit. What's the word? I can't think of it. The hell if I care. But what I think is we're both the most wonderful kind. And I want all of you to myself. Because I'll be honest, I'm selfish. I'm really selfish. I don't think it's something reprehensible or anything. But I do absolutely want you all to myself. And I'll never regret that. And I'll never let you go. Because damn it, if this is a dream, I'm not waking up. It better be a damn coma. You hear that? You can't escape me that easy. What's the matter? You seem awfully on edge. You surprised by my amazing manliness? No. I don't really care if you think of me as manly or not. Though I'd like some cool points here and there. That'd certainly make me happier if you thought of me as something awesome. I want you to think of me as a charmer worthy of someone as special as you. I'm the special one. then I guess we're both special together. As long as I can be special to you, baby. I don't care what it makes me. I just care that it makes you a whole lot more happy. Don't mind me. What? Can't handle me being just a little animalistic. Maybe I am a monster. But if we're monsters, let's be the worst kind. The kind that snakes their way into a cutie's heart and makes them all too amused, too focused. What I want is only you. Would you mind terribly if I took it, your everything, and shared my everything with you? I get it. It's kind of a rush thing. But it doesn't feel that way to me at all. In fact, it feels completely normal. I couldn't even imagine without it. Without you. But luckily, I don't need to think about that. Because we got a contract, right? Besides, we gotta really seal the deal. And make you blush some more, right? Now just relax. While your little monster is gonna show you why he's a bit of an animal himself. Just seeing you with such an expression makes it all worth it. I love you, my darling. Oh, really? Then don't blame me if you regret those words. I'll make sure you don't regret them, though. You're something else. You know that. You really know how to put the pressure on me. Not that I mind. I'm proud of you. Now's not the time, though. So why don't I just say it as I ravish and relish sharing this moment with you. Hope you're not too expecting of someone too domineering here. I don't know. Something about everything just makes me want to tease you more. That's what your expression tells me. That you like it. Well, I guess this is a good workout. I'm just glad I met you. Don't make me regret it, okay? And I won't make you either. Deal? Deal. Well, that was certainly a workout. Do I regret it? Of course not. And that's just the fun of it. I refuse to regret with you. I refuse to let any apprehension into my heart when it comes to you. When it comes to this major exception I've made for you. And as stupid as it may sound, I don't care if I look stupid. As long as you accept me, then it's all worth it. Because honestly, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna take care of that kitty you said was perfect for me if I don't have you around with me? So you mind sticking around? I'm sure you won't mind too much. I've got a lot, and I mean a lot of things to show you. I promise I won't bore you with things. I'm pretty adaptable too. You just give the word and, well, everything can flip backwards for all I care. I like it. You're not just all talk. For a long time I thought I was. But I guess today, you helped me realize that I'm not. I'm not just all talk. I'm not just a poser. I was just wounded and feeling sorry for myself. I wasn't doing what these pets around me were. No, they were great. I respect them because they had hope in their eyes. Even being relegated to cages. And I was free. And yet I put myself in more of a cage than any of them. Because I caged my heart. And I'll just have to do what I can to make sure I don't do that again. But I have a feeling it's gonna be so much easier now that I've got you around. We're gonna have to figure out a good name for you. A nickname, I mean. I'm sure I'll figure out something. And when you hear it, it's gonna be so awesome. You'll practically fall into my arms. Got it? Well, it's not like a recital or anything. Just believe in me, you know? Deal? I'll believe in you even if you tell me that there's a talking cat. Like that'll ever happen.